we're getting phased out of the hobby. We're getting phased out of the hobby. Look, I hear you. I completely hear you. I hear you because today, you'll notice, yeah? Okay, here's why. See, since I got to do this, and I got to do it very often if I want to keep it shaved, I go through about a razor a week, realistically. And in order to buy a 4-pack of razors to cover 1 month, it now costs me about $20 or more. I wish that was a joke. It's not. In order to get the razors that I need 4 blades. They have to be spaced a specific way so that they don't clog in like one pass. Because anybody that has to do this knows you go whoop, and there it is. You're done. If you got like a 6-blade or something like that and you go one swipe, bam, and then you go up and you try to rinse it out. It doesn't matter what you try to do. And there's like special razors and whatnot now that have come out where there's like a button on it and you push it and it like puts these little plastic things, kind of pushes it. But then I actually think that kind of dulls the blade faster because you're not only getting this that dulls the blade, but also this part that dulls the blade. It's a nightmare. We all have adult things while we're trying to be adults, while we're also trying to be, well, right? So look, I very blatantly understand. We all have jobs and everything else that's going on. So look, believe me when I tell you, I got an overtime check this time. And with that overtime check, I went out to eat, I went to see a movie, and then I bought that figure. I found her at Target. I couldn't believe it. This was something that I literally wanted since the first characters that I started getting, since literally the very beginning when I watched Revelations, which is what got me into all the Masters of the Universe stuff. This was something I wanted. Sorceress Lynn, I wanted it like crazy. I was like, please make that a figure. And they did. So I got it. And she was like $22, okay? She's $22. Shaving costs a little over $20 now. Of course, you got to think about food and things like that, which has gone up extraordinarily. I am not oblivious at all to the fact that this is starting to cost, and it's starting to cost some of us out of the hobby. Because this is going up too. Everything's going up. Literally everything. Toys is at the bottom of our responsibility chart. The stuff your kids need, that's costing more money. The food to eat is costing more money. The not looking like that is costing more money. Everything is going up. And there seems to be no end in sight. Gas to be able to go to the place where you get the money to pay for the stuff that is currently going up is now going up. And ironically, while the gas goes up, which makes the transportation cost more to go to the place that you need to go to get the money to be able to go to the places that you need to go to get food and to get shaving and to get soap and to get everything else that's actually needed in your life as a necessity, and then to see that also your hobbies are going up extensively as well. But you know, the jobs, they're not exactly going up. Some of them. Some people got, if you live in my area, you got like $1 increase on your stuff. Some people, because if you work in an industry like where I work in logistics, and when you work in logistics, you were already above minimum wage anyways, not substantially, I'll tell you that, but you were already above minimum wage anyways, and so when minimum wage went up to 15 in my area, and everybody was like, yes, that was great. And I am legitimately happy that everybody's getting a little bit more money and they're able to handle their lives a little bit more. I'm all on board for that. But ours didn't go up. So while the prices and everything increased, we've continuously got less and less and less money every year while the minimum wage went up to help people out, because I can't even imagine what would have happened had all these prices jumped. And then you could make the argument the minimum wage is the reason the prices are jumping. I'm not here to make that argument. I'm here to say I completely understand what it is that's starting to price certain people out of this hobby. I get it. I 100% get it. In fact, my toy budget used to be substantially more. Now, I have a credit card that is specifically just for toys. It has a very low limit, so I can't get myself into any kind of trouble. It's like $500, and what I do is I put a payment on it. Like maybe it's $100. I put $100 on that card, and that's it. That's literally my toy budget. And if I spend under that budget, that means I save on the card, and then maybe next time I can get something bigger. So in one run, I might put $100 on it, and I might buy $60 worth of figures. And then on my next payment, I'll put $100 on it, and I'll get one figure. And then that puts more money on the card, and after a while, I got enough money to buy something that's really cool. It's like a $100 drop, $200 drop. But my toy budget is not just my budget. It's also if my kid wants a dinosaur or something, because that's part of that budget. So sometimes in order to guarantee I get this, that's kind of small, but kind of cool, I'm happy with that. And now I got $20 left over to spend on her while the card accumulates money. And that's it. That's the toy budget now. It's not like it used to be. Well, I'm telling you, 5 years ago, my toy budget was a lot more extensive. It was like $200+ a paycheck without even batting an eye. It was. I'm not kidding. It was easily, I had like 200 expendable dollars that I could just like go to Toys R Us. We had a Toys R Us. I would go to a Toys R Us and be like, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this, check out that. And I would like shop with my kid. I would find things that I liked and things that she liked, and maybe we'd both walk out with something in the same day and whatever. Never even crossed my mind that it mattered at all. Did not bother me. It was awesome. But now, it's not like that anymore. Guys, this hobby is getting expensive. Life is getting expensive. And if you can't keep up, I completely understand. I completely understand why some people are pricing out of this hobby. And the only thing I could say is this. If the prices have priced you out of current collecting, maybe consider not current collecting. Maybe consider starting a budget, kind of like what I've had to do. And maybe, just maybe, stick to things like toy shows, eBay, things of that nature, and kind of watch these prices, because you can get some really cool figures that are already out there for lower prices. It is very possible to do something like that right now. And maybe it's in your best interest, and even in some cases my best interest, to do these things. Because, man, if this is your hobby, if this is something you like, it would really suck to see you lose this hobby and then end up having, work and responsibility and sleep. And that's it. And it would drain you and it would smash you. I don't know about you, but this has settled my head so many times over the last couple of years, and I owe an actual part of me being me to this kind of thing, to being able to drop out of my adult life and have some fun and look at toys and talk about fandom and things of that nature. And if I gave all this up tomorrow, I don't know how that would hit me down the road. Because we all have problems and they're all draining and we all need some kind of escape. So I'm hoping for you, and I understand what's going on, but I'm seeing a lot of people talk about how they've been priced out of the hobby. So guys, I get it. Keep at it. I'm hoping it's working for you. Later on.